Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So, dear Dhamma friends, your right palm on your left, neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. And scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say, Sopateva, oh, be well and happy yourself. May I be well and happy. And while you're doing that, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also, think for a moment, this is the last moment we are spending in this very lifetime. Detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing your sensation. So in the beginning, we're going to relax our body. So each and every inhalation, exhalation, remember, when you inhale, slowly, deeply and gently. Slowly, deeply and gently breathing through your nose. All the inhalation through your nose. And exhalation slowly, deeply, gently through your mouth. So in between each and every inhalation and exhalation, in between this, have a little gap, few seconds, hold it. So bring your attention to your right arm. And now deeply, gently, slowly breathing and take that all the breathing, visualize yourself and fill the air with to your right arm. Breathing to your right arm. Hold it. And breathe out slowly, deeply and gently. Breathing, focus your mind to your left arm and breathing to your left arm. Slowly, deeply, gently. Hold for a moment. And breathe out slowly, deeply and gently breathe out. Your back and your spine, deeply, slowly, gently breathing to your back. Hold and release. To your abdominal area, breathing slowly, deeply and gently. Hold it and breathe out. And your chest, Deeply, slowly, gently breathing to your chest area and hold. Breathe out. Your right leg. Deeply, slowly, gently breathing to your right leg. Hold it. Breathe out. To your left leg. Slowly, deeply, gently breathing to your left leg. And breathe out. And now your neck and head area. Deeply, slowly, gently breathing. Hold it. And breathe out. So now to your whole body, head to toes, your whole body, deeply, gently breathing to your whole body slowly. Hold and breathe out. Again, breathing to your whole body. Breathe out. Breathing. Breathe out. One more time. Deeply, slowly, gently breathing to your whole body. Hold it. And breathe out. So now, keep relax your body. Okay, take a breath. Deeply, slowly, gently, hold, bring it to your whole body like you fill the air to head to toes. Each and every muscles, cells, filled with the air. So like the balloon that filled with air. So each and every place, try to let this air to flow. Okay, so and just hold it. Don't breathe out. Just keep it as much as you can. If it is difficult for you, slowly release. Okay, deeply breathing, 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 breathing. Hold it. And slowly relax. Close your eyes. Let the whole body weight go down. Bring your attention to your whole body. Observe head to toes. And recognize the sensation arise in your body anywhere. Any sensation. Pain or pleasure. Just take a mental note. See what kind of places you can recognize. Any pain, tightness, heat, heaviness. Just observe head to toes. Just recognize. Don't follow that any sensation. Don't try to have a wish. Don't try to change it. Just recognize. And observe head to toes yourself. And select major three places wherever you feel more sensation. Anywhere in your body, all over your body, fine. And select only three places. Take a mental note. Out of that tree, take the most strongest sensation, the painful place, and observe. Just go deeper and observe it and try to recognize. Try to be very clear what it is. What is this pain? What is happening to it? From where it come? Don't think out of it. Without thinking, observe. Again, observe head to toes. Get the second place. Or if it is still exists there, so then focus your mind. So otherwise, just try to find another place and keep observe deeply. See, it is the same or it is changing, it is disappeared, it is increasing the pain. Bring your attention to your whole body. Then focus your mind to the third place. So if it is still there, that pain or the sensation, if it is still there, and observe. Otherwise, find another location, another place, whatever available with the sensation, and observe it. What you experience. Without your mind, how the body going to experience the pain or the pleasure or neutral feelings. Who recognize this as pain or pleasure? Who is the experiencer of this pain or the pleasure? Body or the mind? When there's no mind, how you describe this is as a good feeling or the bad feelings or the neutral feelings? So whatever the sensation there, observe. It is a reflection of your mind. Bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. And keep observe the inhalation, exhalation, rising and falling. Bring your attention to recognize the change itself. Can we experience inhalation, exhalation without self-centered mind? Can you experience it without you? Can you observe the body itself without holding it as me? Can you experience any sensation without personalizing? Bring your attention to your body. Experience this moment. This moment is your life, not the past or the future. Just appreciate yourself. Pay your gratitude. You are so lucky, you are so blessed to have this moment. There are a lot of people in this very moment. They miss the opportunity to experience the life, even though they live with us. There are a lot of people fighting with death, struggling with life, have fear, anxiety, depression, go through helplessness, hopelessness, loneliness, fighting with this illness or the disease. So have a thought yourself to share this moment as paying your gratitude to this life. May they come out of that struggle. May they come out of that fear, anxiety, depression. May they come out of that helplessness, hopelessness, loneliness. May they have the strength, courage, and wisdom to go through situation and find the salvation, liberation, freedom, peace, harmony within themselves. Not only them, share this moment with your loved ones, your dear near ones, your beloved parents, brothers, sisters, friends and family members, children, husband, wife, neighbors, village people, city, state, country, world, and all living beings in this universe. And not only that, as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars, let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. Bring your heart from limit to unlimited. Mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible. near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one, out of anger or ill will, wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance, or without any judgment. Spread the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself. May all living beings be well and happy. Let your heart to shine with the light. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma friends, in the everyday ourselves, we try to get into peace and harmony, and we trying to find the happiness and satisfaction through different ways. Even when we look at the human history, and time to time people used to follow different methods to get into happiness and look for the satisfaction, and it was most of time struggling with this outside world, achieving to certain things or the positions or the situations. And you have seen kings and queens, all the millionaires to beggars, all the rich people to poor people, all the that capable people to incapable people, that wherever the people always trying to fulfill certain situations, events through this outside world, looking for happiness and satisfaction. And Genghis Khan, the king, the conquer most of the land in the world, and but still he end up being unhappy himself. And the Alexander the Great, he went till to India and conquering the most of the eastern part of the world. But finally, he came and on the way he died unhappily. And King Asoka, the empire, and he conquered most of the eastern part of the world, and but and he had a very tough, hard life. Somehow, because of he getting to the dharma, end of his life, he able to to find the peace and happiness, and giving up all the facilities, and he took and he start to share it with others, and share, then get into the dharma and start to share the dharma with the world. So when we look these three characters, and the Genghis Khan, his life was very mysterious life, and he was very personal, and he was always afraid. He had the fear somebody will kill him. So the fear itself took him to certain situation. One day, what happened inside his own palace? He had a very trustworthy horse, and the horse, wherever he goes, that horse has a very sharp senses to recognize there is the king. And there are some animals sometimes, like your cat, your dog, your puppy, and whatever, sometimes birds, whatever the animal with you. And while you are stay with them, and they start to get in to recognize that your movement. So like this, Genghis Khan had the horse. This horse was a kind of like a more trustworthy than the human for the Genghis Khan. You know what happened finally? One day Genghis Khan was trying to get into this horse, and he fell down from that own horse and got sick and died. So that is the history. There are different stories, but somehow that story, how we can get into to learn something for us. And the Alexander the Great, and he conquered the India in the eastern part of the world. And somehow, so he started his journey when he was 20 years old. And before he started the journey, he went to one of the very wise men in his country. And the wise man told, don't do this. The Alexander Great asked, why? Because this wise man told, this is not the time. You are so young, and you are 21 years old. And this 21 years people, that sometimes they think that people like to have that age. That's why it's very famous, forever 21st. And people have some kind of, the idea that even it doesn't matter whatever the age limit, if people like to feel like that. Why? Because you don't have fear. You don't think twice most of time. You don't look left and right. You just see one side sometimes. So by experience, then you recognize. So that's the nature of this human mind. So somehow what happened, the Alexander the Great, he went to India, and then he start to see, while he go through Afghanistan today, this Afghanistan, and the Kashmir, in that area, he start to see the Buddha statues. So then he start to question, who is this? Then people start to tell this the Buddha. Though somehow he get into monks. So then after he went to India, then the all his other advisors and everyone was so tired, and they understood what the point having just going with this, and we just missing all our life, and we achieving and conquering, taking lands. What's the point of this? And then the inside pressure came to him. So then somehow Then he decided to go back. And when he was ready to go back, he wanna took something from India. So then what he thought? He thought to take a monk with him. And then he went to looking for a monk, and people told, oh, this monk is very intelligent monk. The Alexander the Great went to this monk and told, you, can you come with me? The monk told, no, I cannot come with you. So somehow then there was another monk and went with the Alexander the Great. So on the way, he started to learn the Dhamma little by little, little by little. And it influenced him to write down his last will to tell, when I die, keep my hands open out of the coffin, to know to the world, even though I conquer half of the world, I didn't take it anything with me. So that is the thing that you have to remind little bit and see from where we coming, and our ancestors, that the whoever during that time period used to believe what is more important, where they end their life. And so the other thing is the empire Asoka, King Asoka, and he also went through kind of like a hell to achieve two things, and he destroyed everything, and finally he got tired. Even he fulfilled the desire of with this outside world, and he got so tired that it started to disturb him. And then one day he saw a very little monk, and then he started to question himself. I am an empire, I am a king, but I am so disturbed. Look, this monk. And he started to question, and he went through that, and he started to listen to the Dhamma, and he started to become one of the greatest follower of the Buddha's teaching. And then he spread the Dharma around the world. And as a part of this, we also, today, we experience this everything. So what the point? So what we can learn out of this all? So remember, even we conquer this entire world, and it never going to satisfy us. Why? What? Because it is nothing with this outside world. The satisfaction itself, when you come to this world, it is inherent, inbuilt within your own heart. But what is happening? Because we cultured with knowingly or unknowingly, from our tradition, from our environment, from our education, even from our religion, it cultured our mind. So the culture has different meanings. When it comes to this meaning, that there is a culture means development. That culture itself developed with the good things. Another thing is that you can culture and you can change the original form of it, and you start to overtake, control it. So as example, and sometimes you see certain products like milk or the butter or the yogurt cultured. So when you look at what is that deeply, that's mean somebody involving it and it break down its original nature and put someone else concept on it, and it hold it and put a label, expire date. So that expire date mean it is not the originally that the inbuilt with the milk. It is somebody change that pattern and expand that the longevity of the milk. So same like it happened to us also with our mind. So what we have as a life today, most of time, it cultured because of many, many reasons, because of someone else's interest. So then you have to remember Dharma is beyond this all. So that's why that the mind you can culture, you can change the mind, you can uh, completely rebuild a different person to believe something. It's like a brainwashing, and you wash the brain and you put something. If you really brainwash, you become really who you are. But the thing is that the brainwash, you wash the idea, the surface level, and you put something else on it. And so yourself, it is that the meditation means the mainly start to take this everything and this whatever the you cultured through this journey of the samsara, and meditation will allow you to maintain your life and go deeper and understand and recognize what is really the happening inside you, what is real experience that you can get out of your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind without depending the cultured mind. So in that moment, when you become very clear with that experience, that is the moment you have capacity to observe the experiencer, because that is the main purpose, to go into deeper level and understanding who I am and what is happening inside me. Because this everything moment by moment change, that what you experience itself change. But in the ancient time to today, there are some people, even ourselves, we believe that our self is not changing. But it also change. Your mind also change. That what you observing, it also change. The observer also change. But in the surface level, we think that, oh, I am here, so that I am okay. That whatever these outside things, you want to maintain according to this self. If you look very carefully, that self also moment by moment changing. But the thing is, my dear friends, we don't recognize this. The observer also changing. So whatever we observe, that also moment by moment changing. It like example, if I give you, take it very carefully. And if you cannot get it, just write down and try to sketch it and try to draw it and watch it and try to get it. If you get it, you will understand what is this life is like. It's like you running on a treadmill. So the treadmill itself moving and changing, and you on the top, and you also and going. So if the world and yourself, the both, and keep running, keep running. In the same way that your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, this all the perceptions, and this even this inside, moment by moment, everything change. If the treadmill stop, what will happen to that person, whoever running? If the runner stop, what will happen to him? So same thing, if you stop, or if the world is stopped, so anymore this process cannot happen. It's going to collapse. So that collapse means that when you deeply understand this process and yourself, you detach. There is no any current to no any effort to keep doing this thing, keep doing this thing, keep doing these things, and achieving, holding, gathering. You don't do anything anymore. That doesn't mean you don't live in the world. You live, but in the deeper inside there is a huge current that has a desire arising. It's a stronger than this, the any current is its outside world. There's a deeper current. That current take us to this samsara. That current generate because of the self-centered mind. So in the first level, to reduce this current, try to not to personalize your actions. Try it. Whatever you do, start to not to personalize it. And then that way you become more generous and you start to share your life and you become more humble person and you become more flexible person. Another thing is, and start to separate the fear, because that if you don't see this current start to generate desire, take you to fear. That's why the Genghis Khan fell down from his own horse, because he had the fear, always thinking somebody will kill him around him. So that disturbed mind always, take you to another level. So don't get disturbed, or don't have the fearful mind, and learn to calm it down. When you separate it from, when you do not personalize, when you calm down and separate, and you start to settle down. Because this fire, there's a desire itself to create the fear. Because when you come out of the desire, there is no fear, and also there is no pain. And once you have that, you completely recognize this, everything is happening inside us, not with this outside world. Your mind itself create that. It even that is not permanent. But the thing is, it is not permanent. We take it as a permanent. So that is what called ignorance. So if you are able to recognize that your mind, the whatever happening there, whatever you hold, and it also not permanent, you become free from you. So remember that your happiness, it is inside you. This understanding, it is not going to come from outside. Even just by hearing this, it not going to make any change inside you. Only thing is, this will help you to tell you something just as a guideline. So but yourself start to do this and exercise yourself, exercise your wisdom. So that's the important. Rather than exercising your ego, rather than exercising yourself, rather than exercising your fear, greediness, learn to exercise your wisdom. Learn to exercise your freedom. So that is what meditation. So what you have to do in the first level, try to separate your action, don't personalize, and take out the person and start to focus to that action. That is where you become more right with the actions. Another thing is, and once you separate the self from the action, and you become more go towards the right, and once you get into the right actions, naturally the fear start to come out of it. Once the fear come out of it, that itself, you don't get disturbed. So that is where you achieving calm, relaxed, comfortable mind. So that once you have that moment and you are understanding, even that mind, what you experience, the calm, that mind also not permanent. So that is a little bit, sometimes people ask how we can understand our mind is. So it's a process. not impermanent. So it is a process you have to go through. It's like when you're climbing to the mountain, and according to the height, you're going to see the different landscape. So with that, only thing is, remember, practice, exercise yourself, exercise your wisdom rather than feeding to your other unnecessary things. So with that, I'm going to tell you a little story to help for this. There was a very wealthy man, and he had all the luxurious things, but he didn't have the happiness. So what he did, he started to look, and then one day he heard there was the guru that he knows that all the Zen master, he knows this all the methods and to teach people how to become happy. So then what he thought, to sell down everything and going to this Zen monk, Zen master, or the guru, and he sell everything. And then finally he had some money with him, and then he put that money on a little bag and put it in his backpack and took it with him. Now a small backpack, nothing else. He became kind of like a, sannyasi, and nothing belonged to him, only the money. And he went there, and it was a very, little hut. This Zen master was sitting, and he went just asking the path, and even when he go to the place, he couldn't recognize it as a kind of like a temple, like most of time. And sometimes people come to certain places, and when you go to a temple, it's kind of like far away, sometimes you can recognize. So this man went to this small hut, and with the doubt, is this the right place? So then he went, and there was a Zen master, old man, and he bowed and sat there next to him and told, is this you? And then the Zen master told, yes, it is me. So why you are here? So then this man told, oh, I'm like this. I had a very luxurious life, but I was not happy. So he introduced himself, and I'm not happy. Just I looking for happiness. Then I heard your name, so that's why I sell everything. Now I have only this bag with me, and I came to look for happiness. Please teach me how to become happy. By hearing this, you know what this old man, this Zen master did? Grab that backpack and start to run. So then suddenly this person thought, oh, I may came to a wrong place. This is a thief. And this is the only the wealth I have. And I'm going to lose it. So what he did, he started to chase and running behind this old man. This old man start to go through alleys, the little path and jungle. So somehow after 2-3 miles and around that area, he ran around the village, and this man also keep this Zen master and came back to the same place. And then he dropped the bag. The person came, this guy came behind the Zen master and grabbed the bag and hold it to him, and he was so kind of like comfortable and happy. Then the Zen master asked, are you happy now? Oh, of course I am happy, because I got that my bag. So then the Zen master told, before you come here, you carry that bag all the way from your village to my temple. It was with you. But after you run this race around this village more than 2 miles, and you have the same bag, but before you come to temple, you carried it within your backpack and you was not happy. And after this long run, you have the same bag and you tell, now you are happy. So we are the same. We're not going to get anything when the day comes for you to attain to enlightenment. The enlightenment means what? You giving up everything. Even you ready to give this head to toes, this body also. You're not going to claim anything to you. That's how we came to this world also. When the very first day, we didn't claim anything as me, my, like that. So we cultured, other people cultured us. This is yours, this is yours, this is yours. Now we believe in this is this. But we had something with us. So remember, after this long run, one day you will release this everything. And why? Because the happiness, peace, wisdom, enlightenment is within yourself. Only thing is just try to find it, and rather than keep running. So with that, I wish upon everyone with this good practice, may all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. May everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ittavata chammi sampadam punya sampadam rabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya idam me punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.